Admiral Thessan had ruled the Vortak Empire for over 4 centuries, commanding fleets that had conquered 17 star systems and subjugated dozens of species. His reputation for tactical brilliance was legendary across 3 galactic arms. So when the opportunity arose to claim a small blue planet in an unremarkable system, he saw it as little more than a routine expansion. The ancient warning message arrived 3 days after his invasion fleet had already entered Earth's solar system. Sir, Communications Director Vex reported with unusual urgency. We're receiving a priority transmission from the Elder Council. It's marked as Critical Species Warning Class Omega. Admiral Thessan barely looked up from his battle preparations. The humans had primitive technology, chemical rockets, basic nuclear weapons, electromagnetic communications. His scouts had confirmed it would be a simple conquest. Display it, he ordered dismissively. The holographic message materialized before him, bearing the ancient seal of the Galactic Elder Council, a governing body so old that most species had forgotten it existed. The voice that emerged spoke in the old tongue, crackling with static from its journey across the galaxy. To all civilizations, the species designation human, from planet Earth, Sol system, is classified as extreme danger. Do not engage. Do not attempt conquest. Do not make contact. Their homeworld appears primitive, but this is deception. We repeat, do not engage with Earth. Admiral Thessan laughed, a sound like grinding metal. Primitive humans? Extreme danger? The elders grow paranoid in their age. But Director Vex was reviewing the message's timestamp with growing horror. Sir, this transmission began its journey over 12,000 years ago. The elders sent this warning before we even achieved spaceflight. The Admiral's laughter died. 12,000 years ago, the humans were still using stone tools according to their surveillance data. What could have prompted such an ancient, desperate warning? His answer came sooner than expected. The first sign of trouble occurred when his advanced scout ships simply disappeared. Not destroyed, the wreckage would have been detectable. They simply vanished without a trace or distress signal. Then came the impossible radio intercepts. Human communications had somehow detected his cloaked fleet despite technology that should have been centuries beyond their capability. Worse, they were discussing his ship's exact positions, weapon configurations, and crew numbers with casual accuracy. Admiral, Tactical Officer Grimm reported with barely controlled panic. The humans are launching something. Single craft, primitive chemical propulsion, but sir, it's moving wrong. The small human vessel, barely large enough for a single pilot, was performing maneuvers that violated every known law of physics. It accelerated without visible thrust, changed direction instantaneously, and seemed to ignore the constraints of inertia entirely. Impossible, Admiral Thessan breathed. No organic being could survive those acceleration forces. The human ship docked with his flagship. Security teams rushed to the airlock, weapons ready. But when it opened, only one figure emerged. A human female wearing primitive fabric clothing and carrying no visible weapons. She walked calmly through corridors that should have been filled with toxic atmosphere for her species. She found Admiral Thessan on the bridge within minutes, despite the ship's maze-like layout and multiple security checkpoints. His guards' weapons simply refused to function in her presence. "Hello," she said pleasantly, as if attending a social gathering. "I'm Lieutenant Commander Martinez, Earth Defense Force. We received your fleet's trajectory about a week ago. Thought we'd better have a chat." "Impossible," Admiral Thessan stammered. "You're primitive. Your technology is millennia behind ours." The human tilted her head with what appeared to be genuine curiosity. "Oh, you mean the stuff we let you see? We learned a long time ago that visitors tend to be more manageable when they think we're helpless." She gestured casually, and every weapon system on his ship immediately powered down. "We've been monitoring your empire's expansion for about 3,000 years. You guys are pretty predictable." Admiral Thessan's tactical mind finally grasped the terrifying truth. "The other species you conquered were allowed to be conquered," she confirmed cheerfully. We needed you to stay busy while we developed some new technologies. Speaking of which, your entire fleet is now under our control. Don't worry though, we're not going to harm anyone. We're just going to escort you back to your home system and have a little diplomatic conversation about territorial boundaries. As Admiral Thessan watched his mighty fleet turn around in perfect formation, controlled by beings he dismissed as primitives, the Elder Council's 12,000-year-old warning finally made complete sense. The humans hadn't become dangerous despite their primitive appearance. They had always been dangerous,